My name's Jamie Kirby. I'm 45 years old, grew up kind of all over, decent childhood. My mom worked all the time to provide for the household. It was kind of a tumultuous at-home environment. My dad was a bad alcoholic. I went to Wright State, freshman year right out of high school. Didn't do very well there. I was 20 years old when I had my first son. Me and my kid's dad wasn't getting along. Ended up homeless, going to nursing school, living in a homeless shelter, but I made it through. I did make it through. I knew that I needed to do something to provide for my kids and not really struggle, you know. While I was in nursing school, I met another guy and he was a heroin addict. I ended up on heroin. Talked to my children's father. You know, he was a good dad, but I was like, you need to take the boys. This is gonna get worse before it gets better. He did, and I'm thankful for that, you know what I mean? Because things did spiral out of control. Ended up on the streets. I'm staying with friends, but everybody I knew was on drugs, you know what I mean? I was on heroin for 3 years and hated it, absolutely hated it. I lost contact with my children, lost contact with my family. So the guy I get with, we started a tree service and we had an awesome business. Had a great time, you know what I mean? Loved doing it. But still that drug was the underlying issue. I was with him for 10 years. That year I found out that he was cheating on me. Being as distraught and hurt, betrayed that I felt, I lost it. And I burned our home down. I was charged with arson. I was incarcerated for 27 months. Never been in trouble before, really, in my life. A real low point in my life, probably the lowest I've ever been. I lost my career, lost my, basically my husband, lost my family. My mother and sister wrote me off while I was in there. When I was in prison, I wasn't one to hang out in the day room. I didn't hang out in the yard. I went to work every day there, read my Bible every day. I knew that being an addict was not who I was supposed to be. 15 days before I was supposed to be released, Pathways here in Cincinnati decided to let me come there. So one of the RAs said, you need to go down to CityLink. She was like, they will help you, because I wanted to get into construction. I wanted to get into the not typical female job. I got a bus pass and came down and met Rachel for the first time. I just love her. I love Rachel to death. Everybody that I've dealt with here has been fantastic and has been the biggest cheerleaders for me because they became my family. Claire is my service coordinator here at CityLink, and she's been awesome. She's been great to work with. So when I came down and took the class, I think it was the introductory class for the CEO program for people that had just got out of prison. Thought, why not give this a go? You know what I mean? Give this a go. Put money on my pocket every day, as long as you showed up. While I was in that program, I got my Flagger certification. I took a Google Docs certification class for Word, Excel. Erica from CEO connected me with Findlay Market, and I got hired on. I started here in July of 2021. After 5 months, I got promoted to second shift lead supervisor. And recently, they have opened up a new position called the maintenance coordinator. They have asked me to put my resume in for that. I like the job. It's really fun down there. There's a social aspect to it, but I like the hands-on, working with tools, working with the public, and actually seeing that I make a difference in a little area of Cincinnati. I was asked to help lead a group of ladies that were also going through the halfway house back out into the workforce. It was called the Next Level Group. So Susanna was also going to co-facilitate the group with me.
So my name is Susanna Croce. I got connected with CityLink a long time ago through Crossroads. I was really excited to get involved with the Next Level. The Next Level is something that was created by CityLink for graduates to be able to have an extension, a connection to community, and maybe some further employment development and training. CityLink came up with the idea of taking an alumni and a volunteer and pairing us together, pulling our strengths and coming alongside a group like that.
Still to this day, I mean, we talk to each other on the phone. We've went out to lunch. She's somebody I think about, and I'm blessed that I met her here at CityLink.
with this connection that we both had, we could draw on our strengths. Like, I had tons of experience in facilitating. Jamie has lived that life in graduating and knowing what it's like to find safe housing, and Jamie really shined when it came to the one-on-one and the personal situations that these women were going through day to day. So
Susanna is a very positive, upbeat, looks on the brighter side of things. Even if something's bad, she's always got a positive things to say. And Susanna makes me feel good about myself, even though I have got a backstory that's not so great.
I mean, have you met Jamie? She's incredible. Okay, I mean, like, she can chop down trees. She can take apart a car engine and, like, I think put it back together. She has compassion and a heart to, like, pull somebody who maybe has OD'd off the bathroom floor, Narcan them. She carries Narcan and give them the coat off her back. And that's actually a true story about Jamie.
If it wouldn't have been for this place, I wouldn't have the confidence to, everybody in here seen it in me before I seen it in myself. Now that I have the stability here at Findlay Market of a great income, I'm getting ready to move to a bigger apartment and save up for a vehicle and just be able to enjoy life the way life should be enjoyed. So in the future here at CityLink, I would like to meet with Michelle and dive into my budget and savings and see what I can do for my financial future. I want to get my license back. I want to save up to get a car. My roommate's dad has a motorcycle for sale for me, so I've been putting money back for that also. With this foundation of CityLink, I know that I could always come back here and if I have any questions or any concerns or things that I'm unsure about, someone here will walk me through it. And I know that if I keep putting one foot in front of the other, pause and take a breath and look at my surroundings and see how blessed I've been since I've gotten out and lived the best life that I possibly can from here on out,